everybody, it's Bonnie from the Dallas Baylor Footsteps location. So today's video, I'm actually going to focus on some ankle strengthening and PT. So we're gonna actually go through 6 different exercises that you can do that's going to strengthen your ankles, which are super important for walking, standing, and balance. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay everyone, so we're actually gonna begin this exercise video with a calf stretch. So if you notice right here, I have a dumbbell. Now this is going to be used to elevate my ankle off the ground a little bit to get a little bit more range of motion in these stretches and these exercises. But you can use a foam roller if you have one, a foam pool noodle if you have one, or even a pillow rolled up. But this is basically, like I said, to keep that ankle and that calf elevated off the ground to get a little bit more range of motion in the stretching and the exercises. So, like I said, we're gonna begin with the calf stretch. What I want you to do is use your stretch band, go around the base of that ball of the foot while holding the ends of the stretch band like so. We're gonna pull that toe back towards us like so, and we're gonna hold this stretch for 30 seconds each. So we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. About halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's go ahead and switch legs here. Good, wrapping that stretch band on the ball of that foot, and then holding the ends of the stretch band in that hand, pulling that toe towards you, and hold for 30 seconds. Halfway. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Excellent job. So for the calf stretch, you can repeat that 3 times, stretching it for 30 seconds each time. All right, we'll move on to that next exercise. Okay everyone, so that next exercise that we're gonna dive into for the ankles is going to be ankle circle. So what I want you to do is, again, place your ankle, that calf, on that elevated surface, whether you have a foam noodle, a foam roller, or a pillow. Like in my case, I have a dumbbell. And we're actually just going to circle like so. So we're gonna go 10 in one direction, switch 10 in the opposite direction, and then we'll switch feet. So here we go. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Good, bringing that toe all the way up, all the way down and around. Good, go nice and slow. Try to get that full range of motion if you can. You'll notice here the kind of point of the elevation using the foam roller or whatever type of format you're using to elevate the leg, because if I had my leg just on the ground, I couldn't get the full range of motion in this exercise. You hear that clicking noise? That is my ankle. That is from years of playing volleyball. All right, let's switch directions. Good, go nice and slow with these. Take your time. Really want to focus on getting that full range of motion here. Three more. 2, give me 1 more. 1, excellent. Let's go ahead and switch feet. Here we go, beginning in 3, 2, 1. You might notice that one side is stronger than the other, or maybe one side's more flexible than the other, and that's pretty common. We usually favor one side if we're running, walking, even jumping, which I know most of us might not be doing that, but maybe even when we were younger, we started building those imbalances. So this is a great way to kind of strengthen those ankles and get them more balanced. All right, switch directions. Go 3, 2, 1. Great job. So, same with the calf stretch. We're going to repeat that 3 times each leg. All right, everyone, so we're gonna move on to that next exercise. And this one is what we call the gas pedal stretch. Now this is a plantar flexion movement, and I'll demonstrate what I mean by that. So, placing your ankle again onto that elevated surface, you're going to bring that band around the ball of your foot, again, just like we were doing that calf stretch, but this time we're going to push our toes forward and bring them back, kind of in a gas pedal movement. So for this exercise, it's extremely important that you keep your foot straight. Sometimes we have a tendency to let it turn out like that while we're pushing down. So really use that big toe to push down and then pull back up. It is equally as important when we push down to come back very controlled, very smooth and very controlled. That's where we're really gonna make those strength gains. So we're gonna repeat this 10 times on each foot. Five more. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch legs. And repeat on the opposite side. Four more. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Great job. So with that exercise, same as the last one, we're going to repeat that 3 times, 15 reps on each foot. All right, y'all, so this next exercise is called windshield wipers, and you'll see why. So placing your foot on that elevated surface, whatever you chose, we're going to bring our foot all the way to the side and back over like a windshield wiper. The idea with this one is we really want to keep that calf stagnant. We don't want to move it, we just want to rotate around that ankle. Which is kind of hard to do, but you don't want to get any knee rotation in here. You want to keep that knee straight, and you just want to move to the left and to the right with that ankle. So here we go, we've got 10 each leg. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Again, if you hear that loud popping noise, that is my ankle. It's a good thing I'm doing these exercises. Good. Now, a lot of sprains come from this inversion, eversion movement that we're doing right now. So it is very important to strengthen that. You'll notice a lot of sprains come from when you roll your ankle. Well, that really comes from this movement here. So we're gonna strengthen that by doing our windshield wipers. 4 more. 2, 1, and all the way back. Great job, let's switch feet. Here we go, starting with that opposite foot in 3, 2, 1. So, like I mentioned before, if you sprain your ankle a lot or roll your ankle, it can be due to having a weakness in this movement here, and that's why we're strengthening it. Now, if you notice, I am going very slow because I have a great weakness in this movement. I have sprained my ankle plenty of times playing volleyball over the years. So even if you aren't a volleyball player or an athlete, these are so important to do because an ankle sprain can really put you out. We want to make sure that you are remaining active and being able to walk and stay physically active. more. One more. Great job. Okay, y'all, so we're moving into this last exercise of this ankle strengthening video. This last one we're gonna do is what we call dorsiflexion. So dorsiflexion is the ability to kind of bring that toe up towards you. Now, if you have any type of cancer or even just suffered some nerve damage where you have drop foot, this is what kind of helps strengthen this a little bit. So this is the act of bringing our toe up. This movement is very important for balance. So say you're falling, you're about to fall, not only is pulling your toe up and being able to put that foot down to catch your balance is extremely important, but think about walking. While we walk, if we drag our toe, we have a tendency of tripping over that foot or catching it on something like a curb or a rock or even just a little crack in the sidewalk. So this movement is super important to do. So it's a little difficult to kind of set up, so I am gonna go slow as I explain this. So for this particular exercise, what you wanna do with your non-exercising foot, which will be my left foot, you're gonna step on the band, like so. Then you're gonna pull the band out with your exercising foot, which will be my right foot. You're gonna step on the band again. So non-exercising foot is my left, exercising foot is my right. But now you're going to pull the band on top of that exercising foot, which is my right foot, and then pull the end of that band again under the non-exercising foot, which is the left. So I'll demonstrate that again when I switch feet, but now the idea is that the tension is over the top of the foot, top of the exercising foot. So with remaining on our heels, we're gonna pull our toes up like so, and then lower. So flexing those toes up towards you, bringing that ankle up as far as it'll go, and then slowly and in control, bringing it down. This is something that's also important, the tension of the band. You don't want to make that bring the foot in or have it turn out like this. You're using that big toe to come all the way up, forward, and go straight back down. So let's go 12. We have done 10 reps on every other exercise, but this one is so important that I want to do a few more reps to make sure that we are getting all the strength gains that we can. Halfway. Three more. Two. Last one. Excellent, relax. So let's go over the setup again. Now, we're switching feet, so the exercising foot will now be my left foot. Non-exercising foot will be my right. So I am now stepping on the one end of the band with my non-exercising foot, which is my right foot. I'm stretching the band under my exercising foot, which is now my left, pulling the band on top of my exercising foot, and then stepping on the other end of the band with that non-exercising foot. Now, keeping your ankle or your heel on the ground, you're gonna pull those toes up towards you as far as they'll go and slowly lower. We're gonna repeat this 12 times. Again, don't let the tension of that band turn your foot in or turn it out. We're going straight up and down, slow and in control. Halfway. Last one. Good, and go ahead and relax. All right, so those are all the exercises that I have for you today. Again, with each exercise, I'd like you to repeat that 3 times through before moving on to the next exercise. Like I said in the intro, the ankle joint is so important when it comes to walking, standing for long periods of time, and balance. It is often something that we neglect with our lifestyle and wellness goals. So go ahead and take the time to focus on it. Again, I can't emphasize how important it is. So I hope you enjoy and have a wonderful day. Bye.